I hear about Black women who are just focused on dating Black men.
Basically, he says if you want to exclusively date Black men that haven't been to jail, make over six figures, is at least 6 foot tall, and actually is open to being in a committed relationship, your chance is 1 in 250. Do with that information what you will. May the odds be ever in your favor.
All right, guys. So I stumbled across this TikTok that I found to be pretty fascinating, okay? And it comes from a independent Black woman, okay? She claims that she is done dating Black men. She's declared that to the internet, and the internet seems to agree. They're celebrating and rejoicing what she's saying, her declaration that she no longer wants to date Black men, okay? Now, it's kind of weird to me because looking through this person's TikTok, I saw that she had a boyfriend in the past, who does not appear to be her child's father. Again, I don't know that for sure, just based off what I saw. I could be wrong about that, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. But apparently that relationship didn't work out because she doesn't want to date Black men anymore. Okay, so now I'm assuming maybe she's an independent single mother who also claims to be a pro-Black feminist. Again, if I'm wrong about that, you know, I apologize, but that's what it seems like. I'm just trying to give you guys as much context as I can to the background of this individual and the declaration that they're making, okay? So, without further ado, I want to play this clip because, again, this is a fascinating conversation.
That I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating Black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another Black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us. But then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Okay. Again, like I told you guys, the internet seems to agree here, okay? This person says, the lack of emotional availability. I'm done with struggle love associated with dating them. It's like they don't like us no more. And if you speak on it, you're criticized. They want everything, but don't give anything. The lack of money, they will drain you. They want to talk about 50-50 while they only doing 20. Be in their late 30s and 40s, still talking about getting their life together. Still not ready to, quote, settle down. It's exhausting. A lot of them are broken and they lack accountability. You can't repair what you don't acknowledge. So there's that. Sigh. Yep, and the gaslighting when they call you out on this is crazy. I love seeing women on TikTok saying the things I'm afraid to say on the internet, but this is so true. Last dude I dated had so much brokenness, childhood trauma, broke again. Relationship trauma, couldn't communicate, wouldn't open up to me. It's the traditional expectations without the traditional income, 1 in 50-50 without a partner mindset. Yeah, so apparently, again, there's this whole thing on TikTok, on the internet, about women, Black women specifically, who don't want to date Black men anymore, okay? They're done with dating Black men, okay? There's a whole study that's being done on it where they basically telling women the odds that they're going to find a quote-unquote good Black man for them. Take a look.
Hey, I'm over here. My name's Anwar. I'm a dating coach for Black women, and so often I hear about Black women who are just focused on dating Black men, and I wanted to break down the numbers because I was an undergrad statistics major, so I look up at love quantitatively and qualitatively. So I wanted to break it down to let you know how difficult you are making your love life be just by focusing on Black men, okay? So for every 100 men, 13% of those men are Black. So you have 13 men out of 100. Now, 80% of those guys are not going to be ready for a relationship. That's across the board. Any color of guy, they're just not going to be ready if they're single. Yeah, so we go from 13 to 3. Now, if we take into account unemployment, underemployment, gay, and in prison, you are looking at 2 out of every 100 men, 2 black men out of every 100 men that are going to be bare minimum available for a relationship. So that's 1 out of 50, okay? 1 out of 50. Now, I want to talk about the talented 10th qualities that so many of you all are looking at, right? He's got to be 6 feet or taller. He's got to have a graduate degree, 6 figures. When you have that criteria, you are looking at 1 out of every 250 men, okay? Now, if you just look at everybody, right, and you do the same maths, the same statistics, 1 out of every 7 guys is ready for a relationship. So if you're focusing on just black guys, bare minimum, it's 7 times harder. If you are focused on the talented 10th, you are making it 35 times harder to get your guy. We get to do it easier. And if you want to learn how to do this well, girl, you better talk to me. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to keep on making love hard, girl, by all means, it's your love life. Get your life. There are non-black men checking for you, and you get to make this love life thing much easier by opening and widening your net and just focusing on the men that are going to treat you the best, regardless of what color they are. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this going to convince you to date everybody? Please say yes.
Yeah, so you know what I find to be so hilarious and fascinating about this? This trend, right, of black women saying, hey, you know what, I don't want to date black men anymore, right? I'm going to start dating dudes of all races. Is that as a so-called black man, I literally do not give one F, right? I don't care at all, okay? You are free to date whoever you want to date, and I don't care, right? I'm not mad. I'm not calling you no race traitor. I'm not saying that you love the great white pipe. I personally will not lose 1 hour, minute, second of sleep because some black women on the internet saying that, hey, they're done dating black men. Right. And part of the reason I don't care is because I looked through some of the profiles of some of these women who are complaining, and like a lot of them are like single baby mothers. Right. A lot of these women have no business even asking for the things that they're looking for in the first place. Like, for example, 6 foot, 6 figures, no kids, yada, yada. You know what these women want, okay? The common theme there in the comment section is about money, income, right? They don't really want to go 50-50, okay? They want the man to basically be a traditional man and probably foot a vast majority of the bills, okay? This is what they want, right? Meanwhile, they're not really bringing much to the table. In fact, they're bringing baggage, right? They're bringing anything to the table. They're bringing baggage because they have extra mouths to feed, okay? So you got to feed her, and then you got to feed her kids, okay? And some of these women come with a whole village of little ninjas, right, that you have to take on as a man, right, as if that's your own child. You have to spend your own money to feed them, okay? Not their baby daddy, right? He's not expected to do anything, right? He can be a lazy bum. He's not expected to do anything. But you, right, in order to live up to their standards, you have to be expected to make enough money to not just feed her and to pay all the bills, but also feed her kids that don't belong to you, right? That she made with another man, okay? They got a whole village, right, of mouths for you to feed. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, me personally, I don't know about a lot of other people, but me personally, I will never spend my money feeding another man's child because I'm dating their baby mama. It's never gonna happen. Never, right? That's like my line crosser right there. So that's why, for the most part, I don't care, right? Because I'm just like, most of these women are not going to get what they're looking for anyways, right? They're never going to get it no matter what color man they date, right? Because again, a lot of them are just bringing baggage and problems, okay? So again, it's just hilarious to just, see the type of women that are begging, right? Begging for better men. And I'm not saying men shouldn't be better. I'm not saying they shouldn't raise their standards. There's nothing wrong with having high standards. But there's a difference between having high standards and being downright delusional in regards to what you think you deserve, right? But regardless, ain't it amazing how black women can go on the internet and declare that they don't want to date black men, and black men don't care? They never get any backlash for it. They're not called racist, right? That none of that happens, okay? But if a black man comes out and declares that, hey, you know what? I don't want to date black women, right? These people fall apart, right? They're boohoo, whining, and in tears about it, okay? They're calling the black man a sellout, saying that, he wants to be with white women, he's a race traitor, et cetera, yada, yada, yada. But again, black women are freely allowed to date outside their race, and there's not nearly as much pushback. I'm just saying, like, you're free to date whoever you want to date. I personally don't care. I think it's weird when people are obsessed with the race of who other people date, right? I think it's really weird when people are like, oh my God, you can't date this person because of their race or whatever. I think that's weird, right? But I also have no issues with anybody that says, hey, I just want to date within my race, right? Or I feel like my people should date within their race. As long as you're not trying to enforce it on other people, you're free to have your opinions. But again, a lot of times you see these women, they try to enforce it on black men. They try to shame black men who date outside of our race as a way to shame us, right? To basically try to make us seem less black, or that we're turning our back on them, on our own people. It's just kind of hilarious how that works, right? So like I said, I personally don't care. You're free to date whoever you want to date. I just don't think that a lot of these women are going to get what they're looking for, regardless of the race that they try to date. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.